Charlotte leaves an indelible mark. Very first time we met her and Michael, when they entered the room, they just livened everything up. The kids were playing, running around, and Charlotte was engaging with everyone from 2 years old to 50 years old.
I just want to warn everyone, be cautious and don't take life for granted. Appreciate what you have and love your family and pray. You know, keep God close. Every day is not promised.
Women and 2 children sent flying from a crosswalk in a chain reaction crash that may have started with a stolen car.
A nanny and a 10-month-old boy are okay tonight. Not the same story for a mother and her 2-year-old son. This surveillance video shows 2 women pushing strollers waiting for the light, then entering the crosswalk. From the right of your screen, the driver of the stolen SUV crashes into another SUV, turning into the intersection. Each car careened into a woman and child. The police car tailing the stolen car pulls up seconds later.
I saw a car hit another car. He ran the light, and that's where the lady was crossing with the baby. It hit her and took her across the triangle medium, and as he came across the medium, I just saw her body just roll out from underneath the car. So we heard somebody yelling, "Baby, baby," and when we looked around, there was a baby carriage in the curb, but it was compressed, and we didn't think anything was in it, but when we lifted it up, the baby was inside. With not a scratch, he wasn't crying or anything. She came down the block, she walked through this intersection, then she crossed that crosswalk, to cross the triangle medium, and then through that crosswalk on Remsen Avenue there. I'm still traumatized. You should see how I cross the street. I mean, I run across the street now. I just have this feeling like you could do everything right, but like you see that, like the horns blowing and so forth, that gets me nervous now, you know?
The burdens of public motoring, especially in an urban environment, are foisted upon people who don't enjoy the benefits. The amount of disruption in people's lives, the expenses, the lost earnings are tremendously debilitating. They uproot people's lives. There's all manner of expenses that come up.
It's just a normal day, a normal Monday, and honestly, I don't even know when I got hit. All I remember was waking up with some tubes in my mouth and not being able to talk and being so frustrated. And the first thing I had to ask was, where's my son?
Her leg was severely damaged, and though they worked through the night and very heroically at Kings County to save her life, they essentially had to make the decision to take her life. And you know, in addition to that, all of her ribs were broke. They had punctured some of her lungs, her neck. She had fractured vertebrae. She had broken arms. Really just a smashed pelvis. Really just every sort of bit of her body was damaged.
My 2-year-old, he's the love of my life. If I didn't have him, I don't think that I would have been able to fight so long and be here. He's my only son, and I think it's like dreaming of him is what really kept me going. He was with me during the accident also, and I'm just happy that he was, you know, spared from anything. You know, he was totally fine and not a broken anything, not a cut, so it's just a miracle that, and I'm happy that it was me that got most of the impact, and not him. That's all I'm happy about now.
There are different reactions. I think, you know, in our family there was definitely some sadness initially. My first thought was, what can we try to do to help? And so that's when we stepped in to try to help just from a technical perspective, which was the one thing I knew a little bit about, which was being able to set up a GoFundMe page, something very simple, to help try to get the community involved to help support her through these times.
I lost my left leg, and I didn't really know that had happened. I thought I had my 2 legs, and I was just, you know, in an accident. So it's just, things are not going to be the same, you know.
I was shocked and devastated, and offered to help in any way that I could. Specifically helped with the GoFundMe page, tried to bring awareness to various communities that she was plugged into, and just make it about her recovery and providing for Michael, her 2-year-old son, who is a very busy toddler who needs, diapers and food and care while she's recovering. So really just awareness and fundraising, and some diapers and macaroni and cheese too.
I don't want to be bedbound. Even if I have to crawl to do what I have to do, and I can't do that right now, so this is my main concern right now. What's next? What's going to happen to me and my son?
Boom, 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 boom.